what happened in Bali, there was that explosion into everything, and so my last, it was like seen beyond doubt. It was just known. It just broke so much that happiness or love or everything I'd ever been looked for wasn't found in time. It was my essence. And there wasn't actually anybody experiencing this. There was only this intimacy of life itself, this intimacy of love. But there'd been many awakenings before that, prior to that. And I think it was pretty clear prior to that, all those things. But the energy kept covering or forgetting again in some bizarre way. I think a blessing of my character is I'm not like a I don't know how to describe it. Like, I'm not like, you get certain characters that want to be the boss or want to be the dominant one, or to know all things, or to talk about all things. And my character isn't like that. Even though I've ended up in this role, it's not a very like, it's just not like that. I had very low self-esteem before, and so therefore after the awakening, I think a huge blessing was that I wasn't claiming anything. Like, I wasn't claiming it. I didn't have the sensation that it was mine or that I could own it. And I think that was a real blessing. And in the character world, I had been to so many different speakers, and I just, for some reason, there was just such a deep knowing that I couldn't force this or push this. And that all I needed to do on the Lisa level, on the character level, was to be myself. And to be honest to myself and to follow the flow of Lisa. Even though there wasn't somebody there ultimately could do that, it's just my best way of describing it. So I wasn't trying. So after that big awakening happened in Bali, the Lisa character, even though she went through a few weeks of trying to understand it, there was also such a surrender to being myself on the personal level. So I didn't get caught up in, oh, I'm enlightened, or I'm this, or I'm that. I just couldn't. Just on the human level, I just had to dance the Lisa dance and be true and honest to that. And to be happy when Lisa was happy, to be sad when Lisa was sad, to cry when Lisa cried. And not try to be enlightened, or not try to let everyone see what had happened to me, or get everyone to see what had happened to me, even though I ended up speaking about it. I actually didn't tell my friends and family. I attempted to tell my mum, but that didn't go down very well. All I said to her was I'm happy, and then she thought I'd gone loony. So I suppose what I'm trying to communicate to you is just like the absolute humility of it. So my Lisa character didn't think that she was done, even though there was this deep peace and this movement back to this emptiness, this vastness and this immense love that knocked my socks off. It was so different to what it was before. On the character level, Lisa wasn't trying to put that on as a badge, so therefore it could just be as it was, and I didn't have to be anything. I didn't have to live up to be anybody, so I could just carry on being this bundle of energy of whatever it needed to be. I think the biggest problem about spirituality is that everybody's trying to be something. It's the biggest problem with the separation, is trying to be something. And all you need to do is be yourself. And in being yourself, you disappear.